Hey, it's Chloe Wright with Bad Wolf Syndicate. I'm here today interviewing Roxanne Turpen with Amazing Capes. Would you tell us a little bit about your project?
Yeah, I have an online business called Amazing Capes now that I helped get kickstarted last fall. It was a successful campaign, and now there's a lot of capes out in the world.
Excellent.
Yeah.
There should be a lot of capes out in the world.
There's a lot of capes out in the world.
In comparison with campaigns aimed at launching a singular album or movie, yours intended to launch the first of many lines. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, well, this is the first reversible satin collection. Here's an example of one of the amazing capes, and it's 2 layers of charmeuse satin, and they all have hoods and pockets.
Yeah, I love the interior pocket.
Yeah, they're pretty luxury feeling,
Yeah.
but the intention was to create a high quality cape that isn't readily available out there right now, and then I want to expand to doing some other fantastical and fashion forward capes in the future. But this Kickstarter was able to help me get those in a manufacturer and to start manufacturing them, and yeah, so there is a collection of 10 different styles.
How did you determine your fundraising goal?
Well, I set my fundraising goal at $15,000. I knew I'd need about $10,000 for the overall manufacturing amount, and then Kickstarter takes about 10%. Well, 5%, and Amazon takes about 3 to 5%. So you need to market a little bit
Make a cushion.
more than what you need, and then just a few extra thousand to keep things, all that extra stuff, keep it going.
Yeah. How did you build your online community?
Well, I'd have to say Facebook was a really huge asset in helping me get the numbers. I had my boyfriend at the time log in as me and help me post directly on some of my 1,200 odd friends Facebook walls, because there's some weird Facebook algorithm as to what shows up in your newsfeed and what doesn't show up in your newsfeed.
Right.
And so I think that direct messaging really helped. And I was one step removed in thinking about who people were in a way, but no, I had a lot of friends come together, and had a huge community of support that was all about amazing capes and helping me see this project succeeds. Yeah, so
Awesome. What about your offline community?
Offline, there's a group of friends that I can call on to help me with whether it's a photo shoot or a video that we're making.
Yeah, next group of creative people.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by the level of support that you received?
Yeah, I was hugely surprised. My campaign was on track for 11,000 of the 15,000 with a few days left, and I figured it was going to get there. But then with not that far to go, Kickstarter ended up featuring me on their national newsletter that they send out, and so it was just kind of a prime candidate for a project they like, and it had a lot of following, and so it just sort of blew up in the last 72 hours, and that was a huge surprise. I was freaking out. I was like, wow, oh my God, did somebody hack my Kickstarter?
That's incredible. So I guess that's when you tipped the scale. You had 11,000, and then you ended with over 45,000?
45,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a good day, good week that week. So
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was really reassuring, actually, to know that, like a lot of my friends, they'd be down to get a cape, but it was really refreshing to see all these strangers suddenly, that I've never met, say, "Oh, we want capes too," and that was a good moment, because it helped kind of confirm that I think what I want to do is
being well received.
Yeah, value. So
that's incredible. What has been your experience since reaching your fund goal?
Spent a while sending out the capes, and then I had enough money to order more inventory, and supply the online website, which is amazingcapes.com, because before that it was just basically a photo of every cape, but no no capes, no inventory. And so since then, the website's been up, and it's just been a good experience in spreading capes out to the world. I don't know. And every cape also, the intention of Amazing Capes is that each one is matched with a unique social cause. So for instance, the pink cape helps support breast cancer research. The royal blue cape benefits Oceania. The yellow cape helps Charity Water, creating clean and accessible water. So they all have this real kind of superhuman power to go with them.
Wow.
So it's hopefully like more of a company with a purpose.
Right.
And that's one thing this past year that I've been trying to work on, is developing that purpose and keeping the community that we got from Kickstarter, and just build that following. Yeah.
Man, I want a cape.
Well, you can put on the pink one.
I might have to do that.
Right now, do you want to put it on?
Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah, will you suit me up?
I'll suit you up. There we go. So. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Super Chloe.
So this I could reverse and it could be silver or pink depending on my mood.
Yeah.
So fancy.
Yeah. How's it feel?
It feels really wonderful. I feel luxurious
Good.
and powerful. What challenges did you encounter, if any, when you were working on your project?
I think one of the challenges was always keeping that motivation going. It was a 30-day time span to raise the initial $15,000 I had set, and so just constantly like waking up every day and saying, okay, like what's something new, what's something fresh, like keeping that drive going to get people on board was always a challenge.
Right, got to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
What tips or advice would you offer to another individual seeking out funding from Kickstarter?
I would say to really focus on creating a good video and really make it personable and tell your story. I think I spent a long time making my video, and I think the story was able to translate to others about Amazing Capes and why I wanted to create this line of capes, and that helped a lot because they were able to connect with someone instead of just this idea.
Right. To purchase one of Roxanne's capes or to follow her adventure, visit amazingcapes.com.